Hi everyone, Joy here. In this lesson, I want to teach you guys about Facebook advertising. Now, why would we want to advertise on Facebook? Well, simply because Facebook has a massive amount of data that we can target our perfect customer. I mean, if you think about it, what do you do spending at least a half portion of your day on, or a quarter portion of your day? You on your cell phone, you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or, whatever platform you're on. Now, Facebook has about 1.4 billion users a day on the platform. A day. That is crazy. The amount of people that you reach when you're on Facebook is 20-fold or 20 times more than you would reach on any newspaper advertising or magazine or billboard or etc. etc. And the nice thing about Facebook advertising is that you can target exactly your customer. For example, you can say, I want to target somebody that lives in Connecticut in the United States, and I want them to be able to, they must be interested in Tony Robbins, etc. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to do a full demonstration on how you're going to actually go and set up a campaign for you to go and target your perfect customer. Let me just share my screen. So what I've done is I created myself an actual business page, and I'm going to use that as an example. Now, I've been doing Facebook advertising for almost a year now, and it changes all the time. Oh my gosh. Now, I haven't actually advertised on Facebook for quite a while because it's just my markets have changed, but out of past experiences, I know that it works. All right, so basically this is, you go onto your page there. Let me just do that again so you guys can see. You go into the page. This is the easy. There's another way to get into Business Manager, but this is just the easy way that you're going to do it. I'm just giving you guys an example. Now, if you go and you go into your page, it needs to be a business page. You can't do Facebook advertising from a personal Facebook page. It needs to be a business page, or so you create a profile like this, and then you go manage ads. When you're in this, you're going to see this screen pop up. If you do not have a Business Manager account, it's going to ask you to create one. All you do is you just follow the prompts and you create an account. And I'm just going to use this as an example. Now, I used to have a fan page, as we call it, in my previous affiliation group that I was in, and I just mentioned, or that was the name of my campaign, so I basically did. Okay, so here you go, and you create a brand new campaign. Now, there is different type of campaigns that you can do. So you can do brand awareness, you can do reach, traffic engagement, app installments. There's quite a few different things here. Now, the ones that I have used a lot in the past was either traffic, because you literally drive traffic to it. And you guys can see that you can see, when you go in the little eye, it says to you, send more traffic to destinations on Facebook, such as website, app, etc. Okay, so it's quite self-explanatory. It's not rocket science. Yes, it can be a little bit tricky if you don't know what you're doing, but that's why you must just follow the tutorial videos. And then engagement is obviously, where you get people to engage on your posts and your page likes, etc. Now, if I want to drive people to like my business page, which I'm not going to do at the moment because it's a brand new page. I literally only created it last night. I haven't even posted content on it. I think I did one post. So I'm only going to put content on for the next week, and then I will go and get a like campaign on it. But then what you do is you can do engagement or lead generation, where you literally go and you can get more sales, etc. on your page. And you can do message sending, you can do conversions. This is great for if you have a website and you want to drive audiences to that. And that's basically the bigger ones, and this is more if you have like a Shopify store, etc. Now, I'm going to use, for the purpose of this example, guys, I'm going to actually use engagement just because of the page, that I've got. So you click on that, you scroll down, and it's going to ask you, it's going to say to you, do you want more people to see your engagement post? Engagement can include comments, shares, likes, events, and offer claims. So what I have done in the past is that I would go and I would create a post that I want people to see. So you create an ad, okay, and you want to let people see this advertisement that you have created. So engagement, and we're just going to call it Joy, let's just call it Joy Business page, online marketing wizards, because that is my brand at the moment. And you can do split testing and you can do your budget things here, but I wouldn't do that here because you've got other options to do that, and you just go continue. So here on the top, you've got your ad set name. I do recommend you guys fill this in proper, just because you can keep your campaigns or your ad sets looking tidy and neat, so you don't get confused if you have like 10 of them, like, wow, what is going on? I'm so confused. So let's just say, for the purpose of this example, I'm just going to say, okay, I want to target the US, New Zealand, and Australia. Okay. And I'm just going to say entrepreneurs. I'm not actually going to run this, guys, because like I said, I'm not ready to run it yet, but I really wanted to show you guys how Facebook advertising works. Guys, it's amazing. Like, if you get it right, if you do the right things, and there's little tricks here and there that Facebook don't tell you about, but it's when it works and it works well, it's amazing. And I mean, look at the people that you can reach. So, okay, so I'm going to say here, custom audience is when you go and you create a custom audience and you can save it. Lookalike audience, that's something I will create a video on eventually. But right now, for the purpose of this example, let's just go on. So we can say, all right, so we want people in New Zealand. Yes, we want people that is also in, and you can type in more locations in United States. And we want people that is in, what did we say, Australia. Perfect. Now what you do is you just double check, okay, that's the 3 countries that you want. You add your ages. Now, I don't want people on my Facebook that potentially does not have a, like, I don't need people to have money to join my page, because I do give a lot of free stuff and it's educational. So let's say 18, because, a lot of young kids these days, they learn, and let's say till about 60. Yeah, let's say 60, and all genders, all demographics, behaviors, etc. Now, this is important, guys, because this is where you really go and you narrow down your exact audience. Now, let's click into that and see. So here, for example, I'm going to say, I want people that are interested in entrepreneurs. So now I can see there's employers, which is not quite right. So entrepreneurship interest, yes. Now, when you type that in, you can say there's suggestions. Now, with suggestions is you can say self-employment, owner management, CEO, etc. Now, I don't want to have CEOs. They're not my target market. Great for them, but they're not my target market. I want people that are small business owners, because, obviously I can help small business owners to grow their business. Hence that I've got, that is also one of my target market, self-employment. And let's just see what else do we have as suggestions here. Not really. Startup companies, that's a good one too, because you can definitely learn about that. Another thing that is also great for my target market is people that are interested in a passive income. And then again, you can just do suggestions on that. And the suggestions is really great, guys, because if you're not exactly sure what you wanted to, if like you want to say you've got a passive income, you want to target people that have, that wants the passive income, then, you don't always think of all these other names. And the great thing about, Facebook suggestions is that you can actually go and do that. And I'm not gonna faff on this very long. This is the concept basically, and you just carry on. So you can see you've got your little things there, and then always make sure, guys, that this is ticked. Expand your detailed targeting is very, very important, because it does help to, sorry, it needs to be unticked. Yes, it has to be unticked. Always make sure that expand detailed targeting is unticked. Sorry, I had a brain floppy there for a second. Okay, you can save your audience, and then it will become, you can save it up here. So if you want in future reference, you can add it in there. If you want, you can just basically click and have it there. But you can see there, you can say, see there, use your saved audience. But I'm not going to save this audience for the purpose of this example. And then edit placements is very important as well. And this is where you don't want Facebook to just go and blast it everywhere, you know. So what you ideally should do is you just want to have it in Facebook feeds. You can do Instagram from here. I feel, and a lot of gurus will say the same thing, it's better to go into Instagram, create an Instagram advertisement and do it there than to feed it from here to Instagram. Your result is just so much better. Because now if you're going to do $5 a day, you know, across 2 platforms, your reach is not going to be as much, where you would rather want to just focus on Facebook and put all your money into Facebook. And then the next time you do an Instagram campaign, you do everything, you know, your $5 a day on Instagram. And yes, you can go as little as $5 a day. But for the best result is you say you've got maybe you've got a budget of $100. Then take that $100 and boom it in 2 or 3 days. So it's about an average of $30, $40 a day. Instead of doing $5, you know, for 10 days or 20 days, you just get better results that way. And untick all of these things. Just make sure, because you don't want it to be scattered all over the place. Untick all of that. And that's basically it. So you can see this is your reach. Now this is a very large reach. Ideally we want it there in the middle, in the green. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to narrow it down a little bit more. Now, you're not going to go and add other things extra in there because you want to keep it within the same niche. Now, I'm just going to say narrow audience. And I want to have people that are interested in Tony Robbins. Okay. And I want people that are interested in, say, Robert and Grant Cardone, you know, because these are already entrepreneurs, and I mean, these are people that I love to listen to. So, you know, it's Gary Vee. Who else? Yeah. I like Simon as well. Okay. You don't want to go and add books here, you know, like you can say The Secret, all of that stuff. You can, but it's not quite, you know, it's not quite in the right market. If you want to focus on people, focus on people. Okay. And the other thing that I can do is I can narrow it down and I can say I want people that are interested in digital marketing, because that's what I do, right? So if I have people that is interested, if they're interested in digital marketing, that really helps me to narrow down even further, because they already know about it. You know, they're interested in, you know, they're interested in entrepreneurship. They already are developing themselves, because I listen to Grant Cardone and Gary Vee and all of those beautiful people, and they are interested in digital marketing. So you guys see how you can narrow your target market down. So I still have a lot of people, but it's a bit better than it was before. And I mean, I can even go, if I say, you know what, this is maybe a little bit much, I can say 20 to 50. So it's a little bit less. It's about 2 million people less. And then what you do is it's a good reach. And then all of those things are still in place. Again, untick this, guys. Make sure that there's no ticks there except in your Facebook newsfeed. That's the only tick that you want. Okay. Make sure all the platforms is unticked except Facebook. Okay. And that's it. So here, put your dollars in. So I'm just going to say, for the purpose of this example, I want $5 a day. And my daily budget is, say, $5 a day. But again, guys, remember, it's better if you have a chunk of money, $100 or $50, and you do it over 3 days, you put $10 a day. You get better results that way. You can do it $5 a day. It's not like you're not going to get results. It's just out of experience and out of other people, you know, the gurus out there, they recommend exactly you do the same thing. So this is my budget. Run the ad continuously starting today. And I was like, no, I don't want to run it forever. I just want to put a date on it. So let's say the date is, then I want to run it until Monday. And no, definitely not Monday there. Let's just say Monday, the 5th of August. Okay, so you start it, say, today, and you run it there. Now, this is also important to note, guys, is that when you run an ad campaign, when you start this out, the best thing that you can do prior to this is to get engagement on your post before. So the post that you're going to do on here is better to get engagement before on that post, because your ad is more likely to be approved. Okay, so you say continue. But because I'm not actually focusing on doing that, I'm not you know, I'm not actually going to run this ad, so I'm not worried about that specifically. And then you just select a post. I don't even know if I have one. Oh, there, I do have one. Oh yeah, I did create one little post. Now, this is ideally definitely not a post that I want to, you know, sometimes all you need is a bit of leap of faith. This is more a motivational thing. It's not something I'm going to put in, you know, as an advertisement to say, confirm, you know, that's it. So then what you do is, guys, you, okay, I will then go. I will confirm it for the sake of this example because I want to let you guys see how it looks, but I'll just stop it afterwards. Here you can also go and you can add a button. Now, this is pretty good because you can say to people, learn more, send a message, shop now, whatever. I like to say learn more because what you can do is you can put your website link in there. And the nice thing is if all your pixels is installed, which I will do another video for you guys on that as well. If your pixels is installed, then, you know, that's the back-end stuff. And then what you do is you can track the people. You can see if the people clicked on this ad and they go on your website, you can actually see that the people that click on your website is coming from Facebook. So it's a great way to do it. And let's just say, sorry guys, my typing is really bad lately. I struggle with this laptop also that I'm on. It's a new laptop, Marketing Wizards Online.com. Okay, perfect. And then you just set up that post. So what happens now is you can see that and see here, learn more, you've got the button. It's so great to have a button because again, it's that call to action. You're calling people to actually take the action. And I mean, it doesn't need to be learn more. You can use another button as well. I just like learn more because like I said, I can track them going to my website. And then you just confirm. Now, if there's any issues, it will be red. You can see here, so I'm not going to do this. I don't want to do this ad. Here, I actually did an ad on Instagram. This was from my Instagram but it links through to my Instagram, to my Facebook, because remember, Facebook and Instagram is the same company and it runs the same back end stuff. But it got disapproved or not approved because I had too much text in the body of it. And I did that purely to test it. I wasn't interested on really running the ad. I was playing with the algorithms, but that's it, guys. And then it takes about, I've just switched it off because I don't actually want to go and run this. And, but that's basically it. You know, you go and you do that. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen now with you guys. But that's basically it, guys. So that's how you go and you run a campaign. So now it's going to just show you, you know, reviewing, and then when it gets approved, then it will be, then, you know, it will go, the ad will carry on. You can also go and check your algorithms. Let me actually just share my screen with you guys again so I can just show you that as well. Well, here you can see activities. Okay, there you go. So this is it basically. So you can see the money that you spend. This is not actually from this campaign over here. This is just like my total limit that I've spent before. But this is when you spend money, this is where you can see the activity that's been happening, and there will be like an algorithm thing. So that was this month. Let's go lifetime. Okay, so you can see here that this is basically your lifetime things. You get people clicking on my ads. On specifically this campaign, you guys can see I haven't advertised since March, but I had other campaigns on other pages that I advertised recently. And that's it, guys. And this is it. And you can see your amount spent. You can see the reach that you had, the impressions, the link clicks. And out of experience, guys, Facebook advertising is really, really great. I've done sales with Facebook advertising. And you might think to yourself, okay, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. You might think to yourself that, wow, I think I actually love this idea so much, I want to start an ad agency, which is great. You can go and you can start an ad agency and you can make money doing that as well. But I would recommend that you go and make sure that you're a complete expert in your field, because the smallest of little ticks that's not right, or the smallest of little things that don't work right, can cost you and your client money. And you don't want to do that either. So make sure that you do all the Facebook blueprint advertising things if you do want to get into that as an actual career. And I mean, I know people that make quite a lot of money doing that, so it is definitely an option. Perfect. So this is then Facebook advertising. Very basic, guys. I've just shown you the very basics on how you go and you run a campaign. Now, you guys can find me on marketingwizardsonline.com. You can reach me there from my Facebook page, or you can just send me a message and I will definitely reach out to you guys. But yeah, so if you have any questions, reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you guys. Also, guys, on a side note, if you enjoyed this video, please be so kind, like this video and subscribe. I will have more golden nuggets coming up and helping you and teaching you guys how to scale or build your online business with the greatest marketing tips out there. Talk to you guys in the next video.